Wow. I'm really excited about today, and we really had nice weather to help us out. I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Jill Taylor, and I'm with TGC Development Group. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you here today. Over 2 years in the making, we proudly stand here today to break ground on Spaghetti Works District at NASCAR Park. It is our true desire that this $23 million live, work, and play mixed-use development will serve as a downtown yard, serve as the front yard for downtown, designed with everyone in mind to connect Intrust Bank Arena, already successful Old Town Entertainment District, and downtown Wichita. We are fortunate to have tremendous partners with us here today: the City of Wichita, Parks and Recreation Department, Downtown Wichita, the Greater Wichita Partnership, Sheldon Architecture, Evergy, the parent company Westar Energy, and KP&L, and Martin Pringle. The current Spaghetti Works building, which was built in 1894, will be home to 41 luxury apartments. The phase one of the commercial space will be the new 29,000 square feet headquarters for Martin Pringle. We will also add an additional 10,000 square feet of retail and restaurant space to the Spaghetti Works district. New York-based and internationally recognized architect S.W.A. Balsley is redesigning NASCAR Park into an urban gathering space in downtown Wichita. We would like to thank our council members, Brian Fry, Vice Mayor and representing District 4, Brandon Johnson, representing District 1, Pete Meitzner, representing District 2, James Clintondon, representing District 3, Jeff Blubaugh, representing District 4, Cindy Claycomb, representing District 6, and Bob Layton, the city manager. Please join me in welcoming our mayor, Jeff Longwell, to the podium to say a few words.
Well, thank you, Jill, and what a great crowd today. Now I know Megan Lovely, who's in the crowd somewhere, convinced me we have a weekly press conference at City Hall, and she goes, Mayor, I think there'll be more people that come to this than your weekly press conference. Only because there's a special Crystal here, and maybe if we can get Crystal to show up at City Hall at our press conferences, we'd get a better turnout. Megan, work on that. So good morning. What a great crowd. What a special day. This area's long been underutilized in our city, and this is a testimony to the crossroads that we're currently at. The Spaghetti Works building was once an attraction to families downtown, surrounded by blighted and abandoned properties, and it went out of business. Until a group of intrepid, I think that's the perfect word, intrepid Wichitans saw the opportunity for this pocket of our downtown presented, and stepped in with a vision that will bring only more vibrancy for the business community, but will allow for shared spaces to be better utilized, increase walkability, and raise the aesthetic value of this parcel of land. This is who we are now. This is an exciting space that wouldn't happen without the vision of some tremendous developers that really care about Wichita. And then on top of that, we're extremely fortunate to have a group of folks with Evergy, we know them as still Westar, that wants to invest in our community, and they're doing it in a big way. And we truly appreciate. So today, I even appreciate Don Sherman. So this says that we're no longer comfortable with status quo or living among missed opportunities. Today, we are reaching for a better future. We're working together to shape a vision for our city and pursue it relentlessly. This development is more than a strip of new commerce. It's about the park and the community and weighed in on as we shape together. It's about increased pedestrian traffic along the Douglas Corridor, and it's connecting our downtown. It's also about TGC and their commitment to developing the right way, the future of our city, and progressive methods. And it's about Evergy, who generously donated to the project to hasten its completion and invest in our community. The city, the people, the businesses working together to reject outdated methods of thinking like it's never been done here or it's simply good enough for Wichita. Those days are gone. So I want to thank all of the people who worked on this project to make it happen, see it to completion, as well as my fellow council members that obviously showed up in numbers who helped push this project along. And with that, I will reluctantly turn it back over to Jill, because I could stand here and appreciate what's happening today for a couple of hours, but I know you don't want to hear from me that long. You're pressing your luck, Don. I still like you. Don's like, get him. So thank you all. This is exciting for Wichita. It's exciting for our future, and we couldn't do it without all of the help from all of the partners, and we couldn't be more appreciative. Thank you very much.
As the mayor, this is so exciting. I mean, I wanted to say, let's take the next 30 minutes and just breathe this in. I know you don't want to take that long with me speaking, but it really is. This is just a culmination of a lot of work, a lot of visioning, a lot of just tenacity to get after the job and get it done. And what an exciting moment for our downtown. You know, it's a moment to celebrate what's happening in our city. There's a vibrancy that's coming back to Wichita. It's not coming back, it's here, and now it's just growing, and with everything that we see happening. You know, when Project Downtown was adopted back in 2010, this was seen as a very critical, prominent area for our downtown. And the reason for that, the mayor mentioned it, it connects us to Old Town. I mean, a very vibrant 25-year-old entertainment district that today is spurring new development, even west now on 2nd Street. It connects us on Douglas Avenue to the Intrust Bank Arena. The arena opened back in 2010 and is a world-class venue. SMG just does a tremendous job in all the entertainment that we have there. This location will be a prominent celebration with events going on at Intrust Bank Arena. It's also a very important part of the sequence of development happening on Douglas Avenue. If you think to my back here, you have Cargill's regional headquarters under construction today, $70 million project that will open up in the fall of this year. You have the Union Station redevelopment and new construction happening concurrently with what's going on today. There are countless residential developments happening along Douglas. There's a new vibrancy to residential living and restaurants. Extending from the Douglas Design District to the Delano, this site is an epicenter of activity that really is going to help downtown continue to elevate to the next level. As you talk about Douglas Avenue since 2010, we are now approaching $500 million of investment, $500 million. And that is in construction with private and public sector engagement. We just surpassed $400 million since 2010. So again, our Michigan Avenue is really coming onto its own. And again, Douglas Avenue is that place you want to be in our city. The vision of Project Downtown is being realized to leadership and investment of TGC Development, Evergy, the city of Wichita. You know, this project really demonstrates that how we together we can really achieve aspirational visions and goals, because it's happening. Nick, Quentin, thank you for what you all are doing. Your investment is so critical, and your belief in Wichita goes beyond this area. So thank you for what you're doing. Terry, Chuck, Jeff, your whole team, thank you for Evergy's commitment to this community and this city. You're taking it to a whole new level, and we really look forward to working with you as we take this city, but also the region, into new economic opportunities. So thank you for what you're going to be doing. Mayor, City Council, again, thank you for your leadership and investment. Public investment is extremely important. It's critical. It can serve as a catalyst for the private sector. You're doing that today, and we appreciate that. You know, it's my pleasure now to be able to introduce Mr. Terry Bassam. I have to tell you that he stopped me when I started to say Mr. Bassam. He said Terry. And I think that really just exemplifies the type of individual he is, the type of partnership we're going to have. But Terry is the president and CEO of Evergy. It's the parent company of Westar and Kansas City Power and Light. And Terry, just thank you for being here. Thank you for what you're already doing. And again, thank you for the investment that we're celebrating today. Please help me in joining Terry to this podium, please.
Well, thank you for those comments, and thank you, Mayor and Council, for having us and allowing us to be part of a project that's so far developed. I mean, not often do you get to participate in a project like this, and so much work's already been done by folks with vision and commitment. To be able to come at this stage and make our commitment is an honor and a privilege and exciting. And yes, Mr. Bassam is my dad. He's a gentleman back in East Texas. But I look forward to getting to know everybody. I know Westar has a long history of giving. Kansas City Power and Light does as well. The combination of our company is going to provide us an opportunity to be a stronger member of the community. And just as a reminder, as a company serving you from an electric perspective, we only grow if you grow. We only grow if we grow together. So partnerships and working together on projects just like this is what builds our company and builds our community, and why it's so exciting to be part of what's happening in Wichita. Thank you for having us, and look forward to working together in the future.
Before I get started, I just want everybody to help me thank Jill. Putting something together like this is overwhelming and incredibly difficult, especially when I'm in the middle of it. And so can everybody just tell Jill thank you? So I don't have to say much about the project, and that's one of the beauties of going last is everybody else before you is going to tell the crowd about your project, or your child that's really not that good of a singer, but they smile politely and nod their head even though they vehemently disagree with you. So I want to go down a little bit different path, and I want to tell you something else developers do besides talk about our projects, and that's we obsess about numbers, and that's something we focus on. And I just want to quickly go through some numbers with everybody today and tell you what they mean. 41 number of units that are going into the Spaghetti Building, 29,000 square feet, the initial commitment from our anchor tenant, Martin Pringle, so thank you very much. 60,000 square feet, total commercial space. 23, that's the amount, millions of dollars that are going into this project from all different resources. Now onto the fund numbers. There's 3 partner developers in this project: Landmark Commercial Real Estate, TGC Development, and Sunflower Development Group, so thank you guys. There was over 12 attorneys involved in this project over 2.5 years. Over 15 city officials, Parks Department officials, not including their supporting staff, which just by my estimate might have been another 20 to 30 people that touched this at any given point. 4 to 5 bankers involved. You can think about that with the attorneys again. Over 10 people involved from Jeff and Jason's office that I could count that touched it in some capacity. 8 staff members from my office that touched it on a very regular basis. 4 members from Sunflower Development's office that touched it on a very regular basis. At least 5, if not more, that I could count that touched it from Landmark's office on a very regular basis. One extremely, extremely generous and timely donor. Thank you guys. Incredible community commitment, so thank you. One incredible architect, Stan Sheldon, that helped us piece together something that looks this beautiful. Great vision on his part, so thank you. One park architect, SWA Balsley. Their vision was fantastic. A general contractor, I think I saw Ben Hutton here somewhere in his team, so thank you guys. Thank you, Ben. And the reason I'm telling you all these people and all these numbers is to really put a focus on how many people were involved here, not just us. By that count of that list I gave you, there were over 75 people that touched this project on a very regular basis for 2.5 years. Probably when you factor in all the support staff that was behind that and people touching it that I didn't realize, I bet we get close to 125, 150 people collaborating and coming together to make this happen. And that's what this is about. This is about collaboration, no competition whatsoever for this. It was about collaboration and cooperating and coming together in a way that makes the city of Wichita a stronger, more vibrant place. We've got an investment from the Dakiel family. It was incredibly timely. That's a trust factor. That's something that's very, very critical for projects like this. All of these things coming together to make us better and to make us stronger in downtown Wichita is pretty darn important. And it's something that we've got to continue to have going forward in the future. And so I want to thank everybody for your commitment. I want to thank everybody for your cooperation. There were some times where we were throwing files at each other. There were times where we didn't want to return a phone call because we were maybe frustrated with what might be on the other end of that phone call. But at the end of the day, the cooperation and the collaboration to get to this point is unbelievable, and it's incredibly humbling. So thank you to everybody. We appreciate it.